So the priceless question is this: how are average people like us that play by the rules, going to school, listening to our parents, having to just settle in life, working day to day to make ends meet, but how are we now making above average income, getting massive cash flow, and having the time freedom to do what we want, when we want, and how we want? That's the real question, and this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Maurice Trimble Jr., aka the Rich Lab Rat, and welcome to Clinical Study Secrets. All right. What's going on, everyone? How's everybody doing? Maurice here. Hope everybody is doing okay. Welcome to another episode 16 of the Clinical Study Secrets podcast. And I am your host, the Rich Lab Rat. And what I aim to speak on this podcast, we're going to make it really quick and really simple because we're doing a lot of work here, helping a lot of people to look at ushering them to be able to get in to the actual membership. This membership is going to be changing a lot of people's lives. It's going to help so many people, and that's why I entitled this, Take Advantage. That FOMO is real. Okay, take advantage. Okay, that FOMO, the fear of missing out. FOMO. That FOMO is very, very real. All right. You know, one thing I've come to find, one of the secrets of getting rich, because a lot of people would say it's a secret, is really not. It's really not. There's so much information out in this world, in the information age of technology now, the digital era. This is not the industrial revolution anymore. This is the digital era. This is the information age. Okay, in this 21st century. And speaking of that, with AI and just so much digitalization and so much that's going on in terms of information running to and fro across the earth at the speed of light, it's so ease of access now to be able to gain entry. And it's not really a secret anymore, the secret of getting rich. Okay. But I could tell you one thing: in this secret of getting rich, I can say, is speed. That's one of them. Speed, right? I remember hearing Mr. Myron Golden talk about this, and when he brought this up on this topic of, in terms of making more offers, him and Mr. Russell Brunson, but and many others, of course, Eileen Wilder. It was many others, but not just Mr. Myron Golden, but also I remember when I first heard this. I heard this term from Mr. Holton Buggs, who is, I mean, this is one of the coffee gurus in terms of network marketing, having his product of just making it so big, and just he launched so many in terms of businesses and made so much happen. If someone don't know these names and I'm speaking, please go look them up. Right, Holton Buggs, right, this network marketing behemoth, this giant, right? Myron Golden, Russell Brunson. Go look these names up, okay? But one thing that Myron Golden said, talking about speed, talking about the time frames, condensing the time frames, shortening the time frames, right? That was so golden. Mr. Myron Golden, no pun intended, when he said that. But Holton Buggs spoke on this before, I remember, and I was on stage at Eric Worre's event one time, Network Marketing Pro event. He said, I compress time frames. I compress time frames. I thought that was so funny because he said, but how he said it was funny, but what he said, what the definition, the meaning of it is not funny at all, ladies and gentlemen of America. That compressed time frames, condensed time frames, contract time frames is real, as Mr. Myron Golden says. So someone might say, well, what do you mean, Maurice? So here's what I mean. The getting rich is not a secret, it's speed. So say if somebody worked 30, 40 years of their life to get the money, to be wealthy, to get $1 million, one would say, wow, they're not rich. You wouldn't think of them as rich. And that's pretty much what Mr. Myron Golden and even Holden Buggs is speaking about. But Mr. Holden Buggs is talking about when you launch something, when you put it out there, the speed at how you get that money. So for instance, now say if that same person, said example, made $1 million in a year, or in 6 months, or in 3 months, kind of like Russell Brunson talks about the 4-minute mile. When that person broke that 4-minute mile, Everybody start doing it, right? Because the person showed the blueprint. They showed how to do it. So seeing that we have so many individuals out here in this world, this information age, the young people especially, the young and middle-aged people, oh man, they're without excuse. Because there's so many examples you have, whether you read books, whether you study, just look around you, right? There's so many examples of people, not just about getting the money, because the money is just part of it. It's the impact as well as the income. They go hand in hand if someone's doing it correctly, right? But the $1,000,000 in that short time frame, because you compress the time, not 30, 40 years to make it, but less than a year to make it, that changes things. Because now it looks very attractive to somebody, right? And that's mainly what they were speaking about. So, yeah, the secret of getting rich. And you have to be, I would think, free from fear, right? We know FOMO means the fear of missing out. Then being free from fear. Fear also has a good acronym to it, if I do say so myself, that I remember coming across in my times of study these last 10 something years of being, 15 years really, of being an entrepreneur, being a person that's just been in the clinical studies and just making that work for me to get the wealth or the riches to come how I want, and then turning these riches as what I'm looking to do into wealth, because it's easy to do once you have the money. Once you have the know-how, the knack, right? It's the know-how and the know-who, right? Once you know these things, it becomes easy. The game is easy at that point, right? But fear, F.E.A.R. If FOMO stands for fear of missing out, then fear would have to, undoubtedly, my friends, stand for forgetting everything and run, right? Fear can stand from that. Fear causes people to forget everything and they want to run. Forget everything and run. But here's the caveat to that. There's a flip side. Like my yin yang tattoo on my belly button, right? There's a contrast to that. There's a vice versa. Fear, F.E.A.R, can also stand for face everything and rise, right? Face everything and rise. So it doesn't just mean forget everything and run. You can do that. It's kind of like going through life seeing the glass half empty, right? But you can also face everything and you can rise. That's seeing the glass half full. Ooh, you see that? So it's really up to you, my friend, the listener that's listening to this, right? If hoping that you have I know you have two ears, because all of us have two eyes, two ears, one mouth. Kind of seems that that's for a purpose, right? More important to look, watch, and to listen before you speak as much, right? But looking at that, which one are you listening to this? I entitled this podcast to be Take Advantage, right? That FOMO, because it's real, because the fear of missing out. It's not just because of what I'm bringing to the marketplace with the Clinical Study Secrets membership. It's going to change so much. So many people need to know about clinical studies. And if they do know about clinical studies, so many of those people need to be able to have this so they can get in the first and second screenings. Because this is the thing that can hold you back from being able to say studies made you, where you can make it happen, or break you. It can keep you from making it happen. And that's what I'm here for, to help everybody to understand the difference. Doing that I'm giving is $50 for this membership, $49.99 and 1 penny. $50 a month to be able to bring 2, 3, 4, 5,000, 7,000, 8,000, 10,000, 15,000. The last study I did, Madison, Wisconsin, 25 days long, I believe it was, $15,000. Now, it's like somebody could say, can you really make that kind of money? Yes. Now, do you have to be in the study that long? No. There's plenty of studies for everybody. It's really up to you what you pick. You don't have to do the long studies, folks. You could choose whatever you want. My site is about providing the information, providing the actual study alerts that's coming to your phone. It's so many studies. 26 of my top studies in the USA, in America, that's going to be showing you which ones you pick. It's up to you to pick. A lot of them, it could be Advil they're testing versus Tylenol. It could be Tylenol they're testing versus ibuprofen, painkillers, different kinds of antibiotics. There's all kinds of things that's tested. is safe in regards to there's plenty of examples out here of people that have done studies and they are fine. There's so many myths about it. That's why I have this ebook that everybody will receive as soon as they join. They'll see in the membership, in the download area, there's testimonials I have there of high 5-figure earners, some 6-figure earners that I interviewed personally. There's an ebook there that could be downloaded called the 12 false beliefs, right? People have about these studies. And some of the ones are dealing with these side effects because people just do not understand. Any drug that you're taking in the world, there's so many things that you could be doing right now in your regular life, my friend, that you're listening to this, that probably has a side effect. But you're not getting paid though for that. You're taking that drug or you're doing whatever that situation may be, whatever have you, and you're not getting paid. Why not, if you're doing anything like that already out there, why not in the world, if you're doing it, why not get paid for it? Why do it for free? And remember, I've become an expert doing this. So I am very, very eligible to be teaching this, like the Joker said in the Dark Knight fame. Heath Ledger. I mean, Academy Oscar performance worthy, right? If you're good at something, why do it for free? And that's what it's about. So with that being said, yes, remember that. The secret of getting rich, what is it? One of the biggest ones would be speed. How quickly can you amass that money that you're looking to get to whatever milestone in life you want to be at? How quick can you get there? Clinical studies is like if anything, if a job was quick or any opportunities you see out there are quick, then the clinical studies would be a freaking lightning rod. It would be the top foreign car that you would think with the most horsepower and torque to get you there. It's the quickest, one of the quickest, if not the quickest, that I have found. So the secret, speed, of course, the velocity of money, as Rich Dad Poor Dad, Mr. Robert Kiyosaki talks about, right? But Mr. Myron Golden with Mr. Holton Buggs that I remember teaching about compressing time frames, compacting time frames, condensing time frames, doing a lot in a little bit of time. What the wealthy like to call leverage, one of my favorite words as well, right? So remember, it's not a secret. You're getting the answer here. Take advantage. These clinical study secrets, this membership can help you take advantage. It's up to you. Right? The ball's in your court, like the WNBA or the NBA. The ball's in your court. It's really up to you. It could be easy or it could be hard, whichever road you want to take. This membership, people are going to get it. And when people get it, they're going to be having a great, 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 great experience with it. And I will want you to be on the winning side, my friend, not on the sidelines looking at others winning, and you're not. Right? It's easy to get rich. And clinical studies if you do it the correct way, if you're taught to do it the right way. Easy. And what did Mr. Jim Rohn say? Right? How do you get rich? I found something that was easy and I got good at it. That's all you got to do. That's what Mr. Rohn said. Find something in life that is easy to do and get good at it. That's how you get rich. That's how I got rich and became rich before the age of 24. Or 25, I think he had said, right? First 6 years, I was broke. The next 6 years, I was rich. What changed? It wasn't the economy. It wasn't the people. It wasn't the government, the president. It was me, right? You are the one that has to change. You are the one, my friend, listening to this. And just make sure you are free from fear because the clinical studies will allow you to be free from fear. You don't have to be forgetting everything and running. You can face everything and rise because the money that you get allows you to be able to take care of a lot of obligations and things that you have in your life. And if this is not for you, maybe that's for somebody else that you know that can be able to take advantage of this. Share it with them, right? Each one teach one, how the old saying goes, right? Share, because when you share with someone else, it comes back to you. Because there's a lot of people right now that can utilize this. And with me giving the nice Black Friday offer, paying $50, you get a free month. It's a beautiful thing. You're getting all these study alerts. You're getting all this information and bonuses and everything else I'm giving in the membership for 1 month free. within that month, or these 2 months, I should say, because you're really paying like you're getting 2 for 1, and be able to make a great deal of upside, an incline in your financial statement, in your bank account in that time frame in 2 months. You're compressing time frames. When these study alerts come to your phone, you'll be able to know so many studies that's out there, and you could pick the one in your market, the one that's close in your neighborhood, in your neighboring city, in your neighborhood. And then therefore, now everything can change for you like it did for me 12 years ago. So, with that being said, I'll leave you with that. Take advantage, my friend. Take advantage. Do not tarry. Do not wait on opportunity to come to you. You go to opportunity. What does the old saying say? Opportunity meets preparation, right? Or preparation meets opportunity. Remember that. You want the secrets to clinical study trials? Then go get my free Clinical Study Secrets guide at clinicalstudysecrets.com. Inside this guide, you'll see me crush the 12 false beliefs that hold people back in life, but you'll also discover how to become a rich lab rat so you too can escape the rat race.